Hey guys, MMA Leak here. I'm going to be talking about the co-main event for UFC Fight Night 75 Japan, which is Uriah Hall versus Mousasi. Um, Hall is unranked and Mousasi is ranked 6th. Hall is 12 and 5, 7 KOs, 2 submissions, 2 decision wins, 79-inch reach at 31 years of age. Mousasi is 37, 5 and 2 draws, 19 KOs, 12 submissions, and 6 decision wins. He has a 76-inch reach, and he's 30 years of age. So Uriah Hall, this is kind of just do or die for him to just prove, that he belongs here. He hasn't been the most consistent lately, and for Mousasi, he's ranked 6th in the division, and I'm not sure if a win here is going to really thrust him onto the scene, but we'll see. He's not fighting a ranked guy, obviously, so. Hall, he's mostly a striker. He's a very unorthodox guy. Flashy strikes, spinning kicks, spinning back fists, stuff like that. He'll switch his stance a lot of times. He has a really quick kick. He can get that, just kind of whip that kick up super quick, and it's not always easy to see coming. Super powerful guy. According to Dana White, he had the most brutal KO in Ultimate Fighter history. And man, he landed this just nasty spinning hook kick on a guy's chin a couple years back in the Ultimate Fighter. And oh, that guy dropped, and it looked like the guy was having a seizure. His face was kind of clenching, and ugh, it was bad. I think they had to carry him on a stretcher. I'm pretty sure. It's just been a while, but man, I think he might have knocked him off the map. Really, I don't even remember what the guy's name is. I haven't heard of him or seen him for a while, but it was nasty. Anyways, but Hall just kind of, he's not good with pressure. Guys will just outwork him. Honestly, when he starts getting pressured and guys keep putting the pressure on him, keep coming forward, he just kind of slows down. And actually Dana White also said, funny, I believe it was the same season of the Ultimate Fighter that Dana White said, this guy's not a fighter. Obviously I don't believe everything Dana White says, but I mean, he kind of shows that he doesn't really have that, warrior spirit. Guys will just kind of pressure him, and he'll just kind of give up. He did that against Gaslam in the Ultimate Fighter. He did that against John Howard, a much lesser opponent, and did that against Natal a couple fights back. Yeah, I mean, he just kind of, I don't know if it's a mental thing. I believe it was Chael Sonnen during the Ultimate Fighter that said the guy's kind of mentally weak. But he's a real, just emotional guy, and I don't know, it just seems like once he gets behind or starts getting pressured, he just breaks mentally and just kind of gives up and just doesn't, kind of slows down and doesn't do much for the rest of the fight. But I mean, the guy is just an extremely, extremely talented, athletic, muscled guy. Looks like a superhero. But for whatever reason, he hasn't been able to, beat top guys. He's knocked out Chris Lieben. Chris Lieben was kind of, on the way out. Let's see, he beat Thiago Santos, he beat Stallings, and most recently he beat a newcomer of the UFC named Bang Bose. Don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but and then Mousasi is a real well-rounded guy. He's got good takedown defense. He has good submissions, good stand-up. He's got a very effective jab. He's really, really patient guy. He's a pressure fighter. He'll come forward and pressure guys, land, counter strike. yeah, he's just very, very patient, kind of mechanical guy, almost like a Rory McDonald, where he's just kind of a zombie in his robotic, kind of approach. Um, he at times he likes to just hold up his, the traditional way for your defensive guard is to have your, if you're traditional, to have your right hand back a little bit and your left hand a little bit forward like this. And a lot of times he'll just have his right hand up and he'll have his left hand down by his waist, and he'll just kind of land jabs and stuff, which obviously it leaves him a little bit open for attacks, but he's really good with landing jabs like that, and it's coming from a different angle. Um, the jab's just coming from a different look, and a lot of times if you just launch a jab the traditional way, it's kind of telegraphed more, and it's easier to see coming if you launch a jab just straight from the chin and straight back, and it's coming at a different angle the way he throws that at times, so it's kind of, he finds a home for it a lot. Um, he also kind of does that Anderson Silva thing where he, instead of having his head kind of like centered above his body mass, he'll kind of exaggerate his crouch. Like guys will go like this to kind of tuck their chin and crouch down, make himself a smaller target, their upper body, and he'll lean it out towards his opponent and lean his head out like this, and basically it kind of gives the illusion that he's closer than he is, that he's more hittable, he's more in range, and he'll basically just use that for counter striking when guys throw a straight or a hook or whatever. He'll kind of just retract and throw a counter hook, counter straight, or whatever. He's really good with that. But he's a really patient guy. He's definitely not a crowd pleaser all the time. In the Latifi fight, he put on a real boring fight for the fans. Just kind of jabbed him, outpointed him the entire fight, and he was content to just kind of coast to the decision victory. But it was impressive the way he used his jab that effectively. Really, mostly just his jab. Obviously, not all fans want to see that, but yeah, it was impressive the way he used that jab. So, and he's coming off 2 wins to Dan Henderson and to Philippou. He has losses to Jacare and Machida, and obviously Machida's an elite striker. Jacare is one of the best middleweights in the world, so yeah. But basically with this fight, I just see I see it being a stand-up fight. I see Mousasi just kind of weathering the early storm. I feel that Hall, if he's gonna do anything in the first round, is kind of the time that he's gonna do it. He's probably just gonna throw everything he has, throw these power kicks, power punches, throw a bunch of flashy, spinning back fist, possibly flying knees, spinning back elbows, spinning back kicks, and I'm sure he'll damage Mousasi some, but Mousasi's just a real patient guy, not a guy to get drawn into brawls. So I just believe Mousasi's going to have a real kind of safe strategy. He's just going to weather the storm, and then the second and third rounds, I believe he's just going to outpoint him, outclass him, jab him, and just kind of coast to an easy decision win, and probably win 2 out of the 3, if not all 3 rounds. So that's how I see the fight going. Thanks for watching.